Hey, welcome back to some more health accumulation opportunity. Today we're talking about the facade that is sugar-free and fat-free. Well-meaning humans looking to accumulate health are grabbing for sugar-free and fat-free food items, thinking they will help them lose weight, get their blood sugar under control, decrease the risk of heart attack, stroke, and all manner of malady. We think we're doing ourselves a service. For many years, I was caught in this matrix as well, grabbing that sugar-free, looking, is that sugar-free, is that fat-free, believing I was building my health up in the process. So if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do your duty. You want to. Click on the subscribe button. All right, so over and over, I see people putting forth health effort. This is what really gets me about the sugar-free, fat-free thing is people are putting forth health effort, trying to get body composition reorganization, and they end up down this pathway that I know is not going to bear fruit that they're hoping for. And this is both from my experience with thousands of patients as well as from a robust and ever-growing body of scientific evidence saying we are doing something incorrectly. But the marketing isn't changing. These marketing geniuses are coming for you, they're coming for me, they're coming for our children. We have to be aggressively vigilant to make sure we do not fall prey, because it's so easy, because it's all around us. Low fat, fat-free foods, they were brought to the market over about 50 years, and they are hyper palatable, meaning the momentary enjoyment of their ingestion is a 10 out of 10. But guess what? They raise our insulin levels, they trigger our fat cells to hold on to energy, to not allow dispersion of that energy, they slow our metabolic rate, and they make us hungrier, worst of all. So fantastic news for Nestle, fantastic news for General Mills and all their investors, as profits are soaring. But for the consumer, it literally is a recipe for diabetes, obesity, arthritis, heart disease, out of control appetites, which then leads to depression, anxiety, and all manner of psychological disorders. I've seen this sugar-free ideology, even escape the processed food aisles and then the fat-free labels, sugar-free labels, and literally make its way into our whole foods, like fruit. Patients literally tell me this. I know I should cut out the berries because they have so much sugar. That's a literal quote from last week. Or I stopped eating bananas because of the sugar content. So instead of consuming a whole piece of fruit, genuine goodness, they are resorting to eating sugar-free granola bars, sugar-free muffins. It's like, what is that about? This is complete madness. The worst part being is that friends, family, doctors, public health services, commercials promote this to people who genuinely are seeking to transform their health existence. They're genuinely trying to accumulate health, thinking they're doing the right thing, putting out for all this energy. Berries are not the enemy. Bananas are not the enemy. These foods, they were divinely created with the sole purpose of sustaining life and satisfying our sweet receptors. When we consume sugar-free and fat-free pseudo foods, we are literally seeding cravings and an inability to control appetite, excess calorie consumption into our being. That is what's happening when these free items come through. We're told they're free. They're not free. It is literally a momentary glory for our taste buds and our dopamine response for literally 23 hours of willpower desperation. 23 hours, the rest of the day we're just trying to get ourselves under control. In 2022, there were $65 billion spent by us in America on sugar-free items. 60 billion. The answer to less sugar in your food routine is not sugar-free soda pop. It's not sugar-free white chocolate mochas. It's not sugar-free ranch dressing. The answer is real food, sweet food, like berries, apples, honey, maple syrup. Real authentic sweetness in the sugar in its nice, divinely created matrix. So be forewarned when you drop the artificial sweeteners, like I know so many are about to do, aspartame, sucralose, Splenda, acetylsuffolate, potassium, ACE-K, you very well could have an intense withdrawal reaction. As these artificial sweeteners, they literally are addictive. I think about one of my patients who's struggling with insomnia, chronic joint pain, fatty liver, and he drinks 8 to 12 Diet Dr. Peppers each day. Not even joking. And he cannot see living without them, even though he totally recognizes they're stripping him of his health. He just does not see how he could go without them. This is real stuff. And this is all the more reason, wherever you are at in your artificial sweetener intake, just to break free. One of the issues with sugar-free but sweet products is that they turn on the reward center in the brain. So all that aspartame, that Splenda, that ACE-K turns on the reward center just like sugar does. But the reward is only about 50% of what the brain's expectation is. So the brain sends back more signals to our being saying, hey, we didn't get what we were looking for. We didn't get what we needed. Man, have another serving and have another serving. The end result is willpower is destroyed and physical and psychological dependence is fueled. It's like just throwing kindling on the fire. In other words, artificial sweeteners, they spur drinkers or the brains of drinkers to keep chasing a high that diet soda cannot ever reach. Like, it's always just a little bit out of reach. So you and your family, I suggest, deserve more. They deserve better. See how it goes if you were to go 1 week, 0 sugar-free, 0 fat-free, 0 diet labeled foods in your life. 1 week. If you are up for the task and you go for it, I would love to know how it goes for you, what you learn about yourself, what you learn about maybe what these things, these sugar-free, fat-free diet substances, what they are doing to your being, what you notice. All right, I'm Dr. Matt. Hope this was helpful, and let's accumulate health.